Someone please tell me, what is the mental illness called for only liking boys who don't like you? For what? If a man like me too much, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I get it. But if a boy don't like me, I'd be like, that's my husband. That's my husband.
If you're someone who only catches feelings for people when they don't give a fuck about you, then this video is for you. You might resonate with one of these things or all these things, but let me just tell you why you might be like this. You have mommy issues, daddy issues, or both. You never got their praise or approval, so now you seek it in other people, in specific, the ones who do not want to give it to you. You've never had a real or healthy relationship, so you self-sabotage by going for people who do not want you because subconsciously you know it'll never happen. You got picked on or bullied when you were younger, so now when a person doesn't want you, you become that little kid again who's so desperately wants to do anything in order to get someone's approval.
What is the science between women being so attracted to men who don't want them?
That actually falls into limerence as well. If someone genuinely isn't into you, you're then obviously creating something in your head about who this person is.
It's so sick the way that as human beings, as soon as someone doesn't reply to your text or whatever, all of a sudden you're infatuating over them, even though if they're just there and available and nice, all of a sudden that's not attractive or it's a bit of an ick.
Yeah.
It's just so f***ed up.
And then you're riding this wave of adrenaline relief, anticipation
it's addiction
relief.
almost.
It's this feeling of when I do get it, it's oh my God, thank God they messaged me. Oh my God, I can relax. Oh my God. They watched my story. Oh, I can breathe. It had been 10 hours. I hadn't watched it, but now they've watched it. Oh, that feels really good. Whereas if someone was always emotionally available, you're not checking. So you're not getting this adrenaline rush, this dopamine release every time you're oh, thank God. You're not getting that if someone's emotionally available. There's no fear. There's no relief. There's no nothing.
Yeah,
so
totally.
that's why you're not in your head.
Welcome
because
back
it's
to the pod. So from what you've seen, right, I know it's crazy. I know it's backwards. It's mind-baffling. Some of you may already know a little bit about this, right? But let me tell you why, right? With these new women, right, the women of my generation, which I don't claim, right? I don't claim my generation because I have an old soul, but that's neither here or there. They love uncertainty, right? Think about the quote-unquote bad boys, right? The hood dudes and dudes who always get locked up, drug dealer, gun toting, slanging, Tyrone type, right? They love those narcissistic, kind of toxic relationships. At any moment, oh, my man can get snatched. So, I don't know what it is about that, but that just gets them wet. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Yo. Oh. I'm sorry.
It's just something about the excitement, the roller coaster of emotions, and shootouts and stuff like that, right? They think they like it, right, when they young and hot and pop locking and dropping it, right? But as they get older, they see that hey man, I always took away my good years to these dudes who don't mean me no good, or at least they not really going anywhere with their life. They gonna still be the same way they was years ago, and here I am, no ring on my finger, baby mama, you know what I'm saying? And it's a typical story over and over and over again, right? The thing about it is that they don't really tell you about these dudes, right? So a lot of times you'll hear women complaining and stuff like that, talking about them this and the third all the time, and how they don't care, they don't call as much, they don't text as much. It's uncertainty, right? Because it's you never know where you stand. You never know what his next move's going to be. You don't know if he's talking, what girl he's talking to, what he's doing when he's not with you. And yeah, although they complain about it, well, they complain about it, then why the hell do they still end up taking them back or being in a relationship with them and just can't get over them? Because they're attached, right? They're attached because simply there's uncertainty. He creates uncertainty, the way that he lives his life, the way that he carries himself. He's sure of himself, whether he lives in his mama house or not, it doesn't matter. In his head, he believes he's the shit, he the man. And he doesn't care about calling a woman and keeping his word and stuff like that. Not saying that they don't, feed their women's a little bit of validation here and there and stuff like that. But for the most part, not complimenting them and stuff like that drives them crazy. They don't worry about giving them so much attention. All those fancy dates you see dudes be doing right out the gate, they don't do none of that stuff. You'll be lucky if you even get a motherfucking cheeseburger, or you know what I'm saying, a chicken nugget. You know what I'm saying? I can speak for me personally, right? Like when I first get to know somebody, right, my thing is I want to see how you conduct yourself in private before I decide to go out in public with you, because I have had times where I went out in public with certain women, and then, you know, maybe they weren't acting right, or maybe the date wasn't going as well, maybe they didn't look like how they looked, because maybe this person I met online, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know, it's like, damn, I'm catfished or whatever, or I'm stuck out in public, there's other beautiful women around me, other people around me watching me, whether they know me or not is irrelevant. I'm here, it's awkward, I gotta sit across somebody that I'm not really attracted to, they don't look like their pictures, I've got catfish, and pretty much, you know, you gotta sit there, talk to them like a job interview, order food, wait on the food to get there. After that, you know what I'm saying, it's just too much, right? So it's like, with those dudes, they don't try too much when it comes to the courting phase and actually taking a woman out on dates and stuff like that. A date is, you know, I pull up on you, we kick it, woo woo, maybe smoke a little weed, spin the block around the hood, if that. But for the most part, it's mainly gonna be parking lot pimping, and then we're gonna get the back seat jumping and get the waterworks back there, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have slide them pants to the side and shit, I'm gonna go ahead, yeah, real quick, you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that, bro. It's like, I don't recommend you doing this now, but like, man, back then, man, them dudes wouldn't call them women for weeks on end and stuff like that. Again, uncertainty, that's the name of the game. The name of the game is really this. My thing is this, right? I be seeing a lot of this stuff going around, you know, red pill content. We know it ain't no mystery no more. Everybody know about it. Everybody know about game and stuff like that, or something about it in the nature of men and women and stuff like that. But the thing is, bro, don't spend your energy trying to create uncertainty. If you're busy, be busy. Have everything be natural and genuine. And the thing is, doing this also, right, I mean, it reveals a couple of things. Damn, this damn mosquito is tearing my ass up. I have to make this video and take my ass back to the house. But don't spend a lot of energy trying to be a narcissist. Try to be something that you're not. Don't be a fucking goofy, bro. Trying to portray a hood dude and stuff like that. Sag your pants, get a gun, or just, you know, you see a woman text you, you're not doing shit, you sitting on your ass and playing the game or watching TV, or you on your phone, and then you're like, oh, well, this dating coach, this online pickup artist told me to text her back in 5 hours. Fam, dude, you gotta keep that up, you feel me? Not necessarily, you know, the exact time frames and stuff, but like for the most part, you gotta keep up those certain guidelines. You gotta keep up that hood act and stuff like that. And if that's not you, bro, whoever you are under the surface will naturally come out, because that's who you are at the end of the day. You can't change who you are. If you a goofy dude, you a goofy dude. If you kind of hood, kind of rough around the edges because of your upbringing and stuff like that, then that's just what you're gonna be, and it's what's gonna show. And if the thing is, if a person likes you, then they like you. It ain't nothing you can do or say half the time to get somebody like you. Either they like what they see and what they hear, or they don't. And if that's the case, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. There's plenty of fish in the sea, like I'm said plenty of times before. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I will tell you, yeah, a lot of people might be like, oh, it's a game, you playing games when it comes to stuff like this. For example, right? Say you want to take a girl on a date, right? And stuff like that. After you get the digits, get the numbers, stuff like that. Yeah, some dudes apply pressure, it can get it going and stuff like that. Maybe the next day or something like that. Me, I personally don't do that. Me, I want to talk to the girl, you know, get on the phone, stuff like that, and, you know, kind of warm up to her just a little bit, and before I set a date, because it's like, you don't want to look thirsty, right? Because being too available it definitely ain't gonna create no uncertainty, right? You're too available. That shows low value, and it shows, hey, I don't get no bitches. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no options. And if you don't know now, I'm gonna let you know now. That there's nothing more that turns a woman off than a dude who she perceives as a high value dude, or that dude, and he doesn't have no type of options, no type of say so, and he don't get no pick of the litter when it comes to women. Anyway, what I was saying, right, was when it comes down to the root of it all, right, everybody wants somebody that someone else is attracted to, right? So it's just right. Like, a woman doesn't want a man that other women don't want. Other women can validate you just by like, oh girl, he cute, da da da, oh he this, he that, he fly, whatever, right? That girl could have not even been, damn these fucking mosquitoes. That girl could have not even been worried about your ass, you know what I'm saying? But now that her homegirls think you this in a bag of chips, now all of a sudden, now she like you too. You feel me? You see how that go? It's like women are followers, bro. You know what I'm saying? If most of the time, if one like you, maybe a couple other ones will like you too. Some on there, they haters and shit like that. They don't really count. You feel me? They might just want some dick too, but you never would know, fam. You feel me? But yeah, bro, you want to create these type of dynamics naturally. You don't want to be trying and you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna wait this amount of time, oh, I'm gonna play games, I'm gonna, you know, cancel dates and stuff like that. Like, you genuinely can make the date, you ain't got nothing going on, bro. Don't go out your way to like try to, you know what I'm saying? Cause man, listen, try that shit if you want, fam, and then you fuck around, lose out on a woman who, you know, you actually like, and it could have been something. You could have got it going on, could have had a situationship or something. Y'all could have been best friends with benefits. That could have been your girl, your wife, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't want to blow it trying to be something and portray an image that you're not. Because at the end of the day, whatever image you put out there is an image that the woman's going to gravitate towards, your frame and everything. And if you can't maintain that, she's going to see that. And when she see a chick in your armor and that's not really who you are, and she uncover all that shit and be like, oh, you ain't nothing but a fucking fraud. What you think gonna happen then? You think her pussy gonna get wet for you? No, that shit will be dried in a fucking Sahara desert. Congratulations. Bruh. Now you done lost out on the option. You feel me? Now you gotta go out there and try to bag something else. You feel me? So don't try hard to create uncertainty and stuff like that. Like, actually, don't fake it till you make it. Just be that. Just be that. Be a real man. Be busy. Get into some work. Work more hours. Find hobbies. I got hobbies shit I do. I like to record these videos. I like to read here and there. I like to walk. I haven't been in the kitchen in a while, but I know how to cook, whip up some food. You know what I'm saying? I make sure like shit straight around the crib and shit. Like, it's other shit that you can do with your time. You know what I'm saying? Be busy. So I was getting tour about them mosquitoes in the garage. So I came to the back. Told you not to really pretty much play games, but to a certain extent, game is still needed. And what I mean by that, right, is you aren't necessarily playing games, but you're playing the game, right? It's a fine line between the attraction line from you being too available, too needy, and too thirsty with like just replying, right? So like, let's say for instance, right, you text this woman, right? She takes 2 to 3 hours to respond. You do the same thing in kind, right? Maybe you take an hour to 2 hours to respond or something like that, or 4 hours. Maybe you out busy, maybe you at work or something like that. And maybe, you know, me personally, what goes through my mind is, hey, you know what, I'm genuinely busy, I'm doing something right now, maybe I'm doing something right. Let's say I'm doing something, I'm busy. I'm gonna focus on what I'm doing in that moment, and when I reach a stopping point, by the time I reach my stopping point, it could be 45 minutes, it could be an hour and a half, whatever. I'm responding when I get that time and I break away from what I'm doing, right? You don't just stop what you doing just to, you know what I'm saying, tend to a woman who's not yours, You don't know where it's going. You don't know where it's leading. And on top of that, you do not want to look too available and too thirsty. Like I said, there's a fine line, and you have to meet this, because if not, you could fuck up the whole attraction. Because the thing is, how women perceive it is your value. If your attention is easily accessible and it's easily available for them to access whenever they call you, you always pick up. This is not your girlfriend, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? If you busy, you know what I'm saying? If I'm at the gym, right, a girl call me or text me, I might not answer until I'm done. It could be an hour later. It could be hour and a half later. Who fucking knows? Maybe I can't answer right in there, but like, hey, I'm busy. I'm gonna hit you back. Okay, cool. Hang up. Get back to what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? You gotta know how to value your time pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are gonna waste your time, bro. But the thing is, if you don't give them the time of day to even be in a position to waste your time, then you won't ever really have to worry about it. You be like, oh, okay, well, they weren't shit. They were just worth, 2 or 3 texts, whatever. Who gives a fuck? As long as these crazy motherfuckers not slashing your tires, busting your windows out, you good. You feel me? So it's like, and on top of that, right? You're not exposing your body. And by the way, wrap up, put a condom on. I don't give a fuck. Don't try to be raw doggy out here. There's a lot of shit going around. It's wild. You don't want to be that, man. People offer themselves catching HIV and stuff like that in like Houston and shit, and it's everywhere, bro. Like, yeah, it's not really as common as the other, stuff out there, but still, it's common enough to where you can catch the shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, right, moving on. I'm saying all this to say, right? Why, Tino? Why are you saying this? I'm saying this because I'm trying to help build real men and how you're supposed to conduct yourself and move in this world to where it's like your value, your worth, that your time is your most valuable asset, right? It's even more valuable than money. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you don't know your time clock. You don't know when you're gonna die. You don't know when you're gonna croak. You don't know when you're gonna lay down, and if you're gonna wake up and be on your feet the next morning for work or whatever you got going on. You just don't know. So the thing is, right, with women, right, their currency is attention. Your attention is currency to women. So it's like you don't want to give out your currency freely. Just like with women, they feel like their currency is their body, them spreading their legs for you, them being vulnerable. Because think about it, they're literally on their back for you, submitting to you, letting you come inside of them, inviting you know what I'm saying? They're inviting you inside of their womb. So it's like that's what their investment is, right? So it's like men, I say that your investment is your time and your attention and also your wallet, right? So in the beginning, no one wants to invest and stuff like that. So that's why I do like regular meetups, like, hey, let's meet up at like a nice little park or a lake, maybe like, at like the mall or something like that, right? It's kind of in a public setting where it's kind of like people can come around and stuff and it can be a little comfortable. And it's just like, it's free of charge. You get to see if that person really likes you. But anyway, right, moving on. The point of the matter of why I said all things I said, this whole entire video, right, it's not for you to create a facade that you have higher value and that your time is scarce. It's for you to genuinely create scarcity and create uncertainty in your woman to increase attraction naturally, right? So you maintaining your body, going to the gym, working out at home, whatever, staying busy, staying into your tending to your hobbies pretty much and doing your everyday duties. You don't stop just because you talk to a woman. Don't be too thirsty as far as the dates as well, right? Just a little touch up on the dates, right? After let's say you got a woman's number and stuff like that, and it's been just 24 hours, stuff like that, bro. Don't be trying to set up no date like immediately, right away. You should already have shit going on. If the week, especially like the weekends coming up, shit like that. I feel like women look at shit like that just a little bit more, right? They think about shit like that just a little bit more. Like, hey, you know what? He ain't got nothing going on the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes have shit going on even if you don't, find something to do. You know what I'm saying? I find shit to do all the time. If you stay at home, stay at home. You know what I'm saying? But just do something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's at home or you go out go downtown or whatever around your city and stuff. Like, that's cool. But, like, you should always be doing something to where it's like when a woman hits you up, y'all have plenty of stuff to talk about. That's another thing, too. With space comes attraction. Attraction grows with space and not in proximity. Proximity meaning close by. Always, being available pretty much, like I've been saying. So it's like when it comes to the dates, right? What you want to do is give it a little time. Let her ponder on it. Like, oh, I wonder, when he's going to hit me up, when he's going to ask me out, da-da-da-da. Women be waiting on stuff like that, right? So they might, hit you up sometimes more and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just to see what you were saying. Oh, I ain't really got nothing going on. What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like she might say something like that, and you can really set up a date. Use the opportunity to set up a date in the future. Let's say it's like Tuesday or Wednesday. Set up a date for maybe that Saturday or something like that. But don't be so available and so thirsty to set some shit up. That just goes to show your attraction level. When women really know where you stand, it kind of lowers their attraction. When they don't know where you stand, it raises their attraction. So, you know what I'm saying? This video just kind of show you what you need to do and what not to do for the most part. If you need me to go in detail, I got you. I'm pretty sure I'll make another video and have it in the archive somewhere. But like, comment, subscribe, man. Yeah.
Davies, what's another?
Sometimes I wish I couldn't see the shit I saw, but I wouldn't be me. Keep telling me they broke the chain, why the fuck I ain't free? Little brother caught my phone while they were fleeing the scene. Got a story like the way Nadine Ripley's could believe. Smile circle, that's how I like it, not too many kicking you with me. Bad bitch staring in my eyes, okay, she into me with me. Nice young handsome nigga, bitches pleasure me for free. I hate going to see the bitch cause she be tripping when I leave. You niggas lucky I wasn't around when people was really